okay. You can want to, but I might unplug and play out loud. You don't mind?
Yeah, no, that way you
Okay.
can hear how.
Yay. All right, so there's just a
I'm
little.
learning the mechanics, but I don't have rhythm or any of that yet.
That's okay. That's all right. Good. So we're good. Well, unplugged, and I am too. So that way we can just hear, like our sounds and do that. Okay. So let me get my notes out, and I'm gonna get my book pulled up over here that I will look at. And all right, so I know we were starting back on page, let's see, the page 13. Yeah, it was after Mary Had a Little Lamb. So it was song number 4, my piano song. So I was on page 14. So both of these songs were using like the new note, the F and the G. Yes, I got these little cups for like paper clips.
What happened? I just wanted to put my drink in it.
It's
not cold, so I don't think it was gonna.
That's perfect.
I don't think it was gonna do anything, but just in case.
That's perfect. I don't know if you like your light or anything, but
okay.
that looking
at that.
pencil. So try to have everything out for us. We are ready. We are ready. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So my piano song, on 4, page or number 4, it's just our right hand. Like I said, it was a focus on finger 4 and 5. So it's that F and that G. And so just a quick review.
Okay, I see it.
Yes. Yeah. So that
I still kind of hold my hands here. I'm not using that one.
That's fine. Yep. So your F and your G. So the F is in that first space with finger 4. Good. And then the G is on it's a line note and it's for your pinky. Perfect. Got it. All right. Why don't we run through this one? We'll play it together, and then I can put the track on and we'll play with the little background track.
Okay.
So
okay.
All right, here we go. Ready. Good, and it's got repeat dot, so we'll go back to the beginning. That was my fault. 2, 3, 4. That was beautiful. Great. Yes, it's excellent. All right, it takes me just a little second to pull this up. Piano Pronto. I've got a USB that I plug in up here and it plays for us. All right, my piano song. I'm gonna listen to it first, and then I know I'll have to slow it down.
Okay.
That's fun. Yeah, all right, and 1, 2, here we go. Beat to like wake us up.
Yes.
That's just a little exit part of it. Very fun. Changes that song totally.
Yeah, it does.
Makes it.
I haven't started with the tracks yet. That's going to be probably when I start this week or next week.
Yeah. You can, if you want to just save them for here, you can listen to them. But yeah, it could be fun at home to like put that on and listen to from your, your phone or your iPad or something. Yes. Okay.
So
that one is perfect. Okay. That one is great. Yes. Okay. So it's the next page 14, song number 5, Good King, what's his face? Which
I love that.
I know it, which is Good King Wenceslaus.
But probably too many people couldn't say it, so they said, what's his face?
What's his face? Yes.
I like it. That's what it became over time.
And I guess if they're thinking maybe to like if kids are using this or you're like younger, I don't think they know that tune. I don't think they even know that.
I don't know this
song.
one.
Yeah. I think it's more around the holidays, like a little Christmas tune.
I don't know this one, and Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, this one I don't know. It's harder to tell if I mess up.
It's harder, yeah. I'm looking at the little prep questions at the top of the pages as before you begin. Just looking at the time signatures. Remember, that's the
Mhm, yep.
numbers at the beginning. Yes, your
For the
number
fourth,
4-4. So that's your time signature 4-4, and that means how many beats are in each measure.
Right.
It's
Okay.
4.
I'm glad you reminded me of that because we've only done 4s, so I
Yes.
haven't been looking at that.
Yes, that's okay. That's
so I'll start looking at
It's a
that.
little bit of a, yeah, just some review things. So when we see our time signatures, we look at the top number. So for the 4-4, we look at the top number 4. They both happen to be 4s,
Mhm.
but we look at the top number, and that's what tells us how many counts are in each measure. That's what's telling us the song will sound like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Later on, we can see music that will be maybe in 3-4 or even 2-4. And so again, if we look at that top number, this one would be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2-4 would even just be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. So it's the top of the time signature, 4 beats in each measure, and this song begins with the note. That's our first pitch.
F.
It's F.
Finger 4.
And finger 4. Yeah, so it's our C position that we're playing in, but just starting with that finger 4.
Yeah, when you change that on me now, that's going to be different.
I know. We'll stay like this for a little while. We will. We'll stay like this for a while. So, all right, let's run through. We'll do the same thing. We'll just run through this one, us, and then we can put the track on in the background. All right, 2, here we go. Repeats. We can skip that repeat because that was perfect. That was excellent. All right, let me see what this track sounds like. It's beautiful.
It does have a pretty tone to it.
Ooh, and then it kind of picks up. All right, so I've got the intro now in my head. Okay, so I'll count us off this time.
Count us off. All right, good.
1, 2, ready, go. Yep, you're exactly right. I think it was finger 4 that might have slipped to another finger.
My pinky is very weak, and anyway, these two I'm still working on figuring out which one.
Yes, both of those fingers 4 and 5, they're weaker. Both of them are weaker in our hand. They're connected together, so we don't have
as much
strength.
Dexterity and
exactly,
strength.
exactly, and probably just in our normal like life use. You know, like we use other parts of our hand to use, like just scissors to grip more, and just everything.
Yeah, use
so
these a lot more.
A lot more, yeah. So 4 and 5, yeah, just not as much used on our hand. But that F, that finger 4. So this is a good one to practice using 4 a lot. We'll do it one more time.
All right.
Here we go. 1, 2. Here we go.
G, F and G.
The F and
I'll
the G.
practice that one more.
Yes. Let me grab a pencil. Yeah, we can do that one. Certainly do that one again next week. That is absolutely fine. I'll put a little star for a pencil. There we go. I'll put a star by that one.
First Atlantic hurricane. I was thinking we were gonna get lucky.
Did you get a notice of that?
Yeah,
But
but
it's out
it's
there?
the weather channel,
Yeah.
so I don't know if it's a big deal yet or not.
I was gonna say, like, is it really far out? I feel like they just said on the Advocate, like, the August was, hurricane free. So like
Yes.
totally.
Because
Weird
August
for us.
29th was the anniversary of Katrina, Gustav, and Ida.
I know.
I
This
was so
time,
happy when it passed.
I agree.
But Rita and all, and Delta and Zeta and all those hit late.
So late, yeah. Yeah, I always hold my breath this first couple of weeks of the school year just to, yeah, but we just get started. It's just getting into a good routine and, get back to everything.
I
Just
know,
throws
it's so
everything
hard.
into
It throws
that
everything
crazy
off in
spin.
kids.
It throws everything off. And people just get so nervous. It's the news stations though that start talking
I
about
don't
them
even
so
watch the
early.
news anymore.
No, you can't. You can't because people, they start talking about that.
Everything goes out of proportion.
Everything's out of proportion, and they do it like a week or a week and a half out, and so then you've got to like
Hey, a
fight
butterfly
that.
fluttered its wings in Africa. We might need to start burning it.
Yes, yeah. It's too much for me. It makes me like panic and nervous. I agree. I don't watch it either. Okay, let's do the next one, and we'll go to that one as a new one before we go to Ode to Joy. All right.
What are we gonna do?
So let's go to page 15. We'll do the next,
Okay.
these next two pages before we flip over to Ode to Joy. Okay, so we're gonna get a new note on this page 15. The A, yes.
I've been practicing this.
Yay! Okay, good. So at the bottom of the page, did you happen to go through
No, I
these
didn't.
options? So let's play through these because this can be either one of these ways is how we'll put our hand for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Okay.
So being an A, it's outside of like where your 5 fingers were on C, D, E, F, G. Yes, so we have to either move our pinky over to it. Yeah, so it's
Either
just
way is okay. I tended to just do that.
to hop over to it.
Well, my hands are small, so I have to move a little bit.
Yes, that's all that these options are. So this is the Pronto Prep. It's the
And
number
then I
6
come back to
Pronto Prep.
G right afterwards. That's
Yes.
what I was doing.
They give you a couple of options for your alternate fingers and how to move your hand is what they're showing
Okay.
you. So option 1 is I think what you're doing, kind of C, C, G, G, and then just moving over to the A.
That's how I was
Yes.
doing
Yes. Perfect. So that's option 1.
it.
Perfect. All right. You want to try this. Option 2 is telling you your thumb on C and then putting finger 4 on the G, and then your pinky would be.
That would mess me up.
So no to option 2.
I like option 1.
Option 1. What was option 3? Oh, that one. Okay, that one's a quick switch. So you start with 5 and then switch to 4, and then your pinky back. So there's actually more motion in the
Is there
option
one
3.
that you recommended? Because I didn't look at this. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the way I did it. I was going.
And just hopping. Yes. So that is great. That is what I see most adults do when we look at this. and
Okay,
when
but
you start
kids
to
do
move your
something
hand.
different.
No, kids don't. Kids would probably actually do that too.
Experienced players.
That's a great way to phrase it. An experienced player, and actually probably piano like editors that mark in like music and they put like fingerings in, they would probably pick option 3. And I think that's the
really?
hardest
Okay.
for people to do when you're not super flexible with like moving because you move the most on that one.
Yeah, my son would probably do that.
Yeah, right.
But
Yes.
I just did it naturally, just like I showed
Hopping
you.
your pinky over, yeah.
The way.
Right, and then your hand goes back to position. Perfect. That's great.
That's okay.
That's absolutely fine. You've got the choices of option 1, option 2, option 3.
Maybe by next year.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say was they show them to you to present all the different ways you can try them, and then I recommend whatever you play the best. Like if you're most comfortable doing option 1 and then you can play the notes, that's fine. Let's say you were trying like option 2, and it wasn't working, then I would say, we need to think about changing your fingering if it just wasn't working and you couldn't play the right key. Like maybe you kept
Yeah,
missing
that
the
would
A.
mess, like I would get confused with F and G if I
Right.
moved my finger.
Right.
My brain can understand
Right.
I'm scooting over for a moment,
Mhm.
but it doesn't understand changing.
Right.
Because this is still G to me.
It's still-
F to me. This
right.
is F to me.
You're still getting used to where your fingers are
Right.
on the keys.
That's why.
I
Because
totally
this
agree.
is F and that's G.
I tell this little story all the time. When I was in grad school, I was like taking lessons. I specifically remember a time where I was like working on a piece and we work through fingering, because fingering can be, when you start to really move, like fingering is really important. And we would work through something, and I'd get it. And then it was a couple weeks later and my teacher would like change all the fingering again. And that's what he said, well, you're playing it different. It's like you said, like maybe once you get more used to it and you've played longer, and you're
When I know this is where it is.
right, you have more experience, then you might can change your
Because I'm
fingering.
still associating the note with my finger.
Yes.
And eventually I might get past
And
that.
eventually you might get past that. And then you can
Okay.
change your fingering if you want to go back and look at Twinkle
But right
Twinkle
now,
Little
I'm not
Star.
there. I'm not there yet.
Yes. So we've looked at all of them. We've looked at all the options and kind of tried them and played around with them. And we are deciding option 1. That works
for me.
Absolutely. That works great. And I think most of the adults that when we've gone through this, I think most of them pick that one. All right. So now on Twinkle Twinkle is on page 16. That's the top questions there. It says, before you begin, which fingering option did you decide to use? Pick number 1. And then they tell you to write in the fingering you choose in the music below. So the one on the C, that one's already there. So then you could,
Yeah, I'm going to use 5.
good. And once you put a 5 above your G also, and that would be there, good. And then 5 on A, and then you could even put another 5 back on your G. So that way
my pinky's going to get a workout.
your pinky's going to get a little workout. Yes.
And then this would be 4.
Yes.
4.
Good.
3.
Excellent. 2. Good job. 1. Good. Perfect. I don't think you need to. That is the same at the ending too, but I don't even think you need to write it in there. So
Okay.
good. You can play together. We'll do this
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
Good. All right. 1, 2. Here we go. Beautiful. Excellent. That was great. You know it. Good. I do it. Why don't we'll review that one and we can do that one again just one more time next week. And
Okay.
we'll put the little track with that one for next time.
Okay.
All right. Let's take a look. Let's flip over now to the Ode to Joy that we looked at with the left hand. So just a quick review on page 23. This is showing all the left hand notes down on, yes. So your pinky's on, we call that one base C. So it would be down here, base C, and then D, E, F, and G. Why don't you play those with your left hand too, though? Yes. So those are your left hand notes. Good. I think I did this a lot with your right hand when we were like trying to remember what notes you were on. Let me call out a note for your left hand.
Ooh,
And I want you to play it. Yes, don't look at your hand. So just trying to get that under your finger so you know what finger's on what key. All right, so we'll start with C. Good. Let's do G. Good. Let's do E. Good. F. D. G. C.
Oh, I messed up.
C. C. Good. F. Good. E. D. G. C. Yay! Gold star! Gold star!
Yes,
Good.
from thumb to pinky. That's hard. That's the opposite.
It's
So
the opposite.
that's good to practice. So
It is
that's good.
opposite.
That was
Yes.
very good.
Yes.
I needed that.
Good. Okay. Let's so Ode to Joy on page 24. So this is song number 10. So mostly our right hand through the song, there's
Except
only
for that
that
one G
it's
right
just that
there.
one
Yeah.
left hand G. Good. And then there was the new rhythm on this one also. So it's in measures 10 and 11. You had the two notes that were connected
Kind
together.
of fast,
They're
right?
faster.
You described me
Yes.
just to play that fast.
To play that faster. Yes. They're called eighth notes. When we play it, we would count, instead of counting our numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, we would say 1, 2, and 3, 4. So we would say the number, and then after it for the next one,
Is
we
the
would say
and. Okay.
That's
remember
right.
that.
2
Okay.
and.
So E and E and or E and.
Mm-hmm. 2 and. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, got it. Do you want to start from the beginning or you want to start at measure 9?
Wherever
and we
you
can go?
say. Wherever you say.
Let's go from the beginning. We'll see how it
Okay.
goes. From the beginning, and we're starting with 3 right on the E.
Mhm.
2, here we go.
Oh, I messed
That's
up.
okay,
But let's start
that's
again.
okay,
Okay, I was
that's
thinking too
okay.
much. Let's start
Yes.
again. That's
Good.
what's nice
Gotcha.
about being the only one in
Yes.
here.
Oh, no, you can do it again.
All right, you ready?
Yes, here we go.
What did I do? I missed the D. I
You
missed
missed
the
the
D.
D.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right.
We'll try one more.
This one though. Okay.
That's okay. All right, here we go. Beautiful. Good. Keep going. F, E, D, C, D. Yay! Yay! Great job. So a couple of things. We're gonna work on those eighth notes to get those a
Okay.
little
Crisper
smoother.
and-
Yes. I like what you're doing at the end of your line. So, what are the words I have? Beethoven wrote lots of famous music that I'll learn to play. That is, you're kind of using your ear and playing it like you kind of have in your head, which is great. You're kind of holding the E a little longer and doing that. That is great. I'd say to do that anyway for this piece. The music with the quarter notes would sound like this. If you were just to play the straight straight quarter notes, it would be. But like you're kind of using your ear, which I like. And we're kind of playing it like that because that's how we're used to hearing the song.
And I guess
I like
yeah,
that better.
it sounds
better. Yep, we know it by ear. You can do that. Yes. So that happens at the end of each line. The E is a little longer. E, D, D. The next line would be D, C, C. When we do that at the end of that line, and then at the very end of the piece, D, C, C. Okay. I just wanted to point that out.
Can
that
we do
was
this one again?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Let me do this. Let me play. I'm going to start at measure 9. So that's your third line. I'm going to start here.
Okay.
Let me play this for you to hear.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
And then we might even clap through this to just get the notes smooth.
Nora can hear.
Yes.
Hi, Nora.
Yes, I know. Yes, this is
Okay.
the most challenging part.
I'm gonna
All right.
not play, but I'm gonna listen.
Yes, perfect. All right, here I go. So can we clap that rhythm? Let's just
Okay.
clap that together. There we go. Lovely mowers right
Yeah,
there. Okay. All right, so starting to measure 9, we'll clap it. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4.
Okay, I need to do that one again.
Uh-huh. Let's do it again. So it's measure 9. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good.
2 and 3. So I need to look at the 3 of these together.
Yes.
That's what I wasn't doing. I was only looking at these 2 together.
Yes.
So I need to look at the 3.
Yes.
Okay, that
Perfect.
helps.
Yes. Good. We'll do it one more time at measure 9. Here we go. 1, 2,
like that, it kind of makes it.
Uh-huh.
It makes sense because that's why you moved to music.
That's why you love to music. That's why we sing
it's like,
and the
it's kind of like this is smooth. Okay.
Yes. And then even just singing that a little bit, like you said, you can hear how the eighth notes go right into the next note. Yeah, how it all connects together.
Okay.
Yes, let's do it one more time. We'll clap
I
it
like
again.
that. One more time. Yes.
Good, good. All right, measure 9. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Beautiful. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Yay, yay, yay.
I know it. And then you kind of look at it. It looks like that.
It looks,
Okay.
yes, it's like a group together. You want to clap? We can clap it again. Absolutely. Measure 9 again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, for the left hand note. Good. Okay, can we start right there and play that part? Let's start right there.
Try.
Yes. So that would be, oh, get your glasses. So that would be finger 2 on starting on the D. Okay, at measure 9. So let's play this part together now. 2, ready, go. Beautiful job. Can we keep going? So good, so much better. Good. Can we go through that one more time for next week, and we can just review it? Good. Let's do this. I want to get one more on the next page, but we can also go back a few pages and look at where they introduce the eighth notes.
Okay.
That is on page 19.
Okay.
That's on page 19. We'll just flip back and just glance at this page for the eighth notes, because I know we didn't really do this last week before we saw these in the, in the piece. So at the top of page 19, they show the one single eighth note, and then the pair that's right below it, and that's how we see it in your piece in Ode to Joy. Yeah, so like
Jingle
Jingle
Bells,
Bells. Yeah. So then in the box for now where it says now it's your turn, I'm gonna play this first example, the hold, quick, quick, hold, quick, quick.
Hold.
Yeah. So this is what that would sound like. I'll play it and then we can clap through it and go through the counts and everything. So it would sound like this. 3, 4. So if I were saying those words, it would be hold, quick, quick, hold, quick, quick. 4. Then right below that, those are the counts. And that's where we see the 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll play it one more time now and I'll say those numbers now.
Okay.
What's below it? 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So seeing the number is on the first eighth note, and then the and is on the second one.
Okay.
Yes. It's like taking something, a whole, whatever, a cookie or pizza or something, a whole, and dividing it. So you have a fraction. It's taking the whole beat, which it could be count 1 or count 2 or whatever. You're taking that pulse, squeezing it into 1. Yes. So it's a fraction of a beat. That's why we don't change to another number. That's why we wouldn't say like 1, 2, 3. That's why we
wouldn't say the word and.
That's why we say the word and, because it's really a fraction of a beat. It's a half of a count. Yeah. All right, you want to try playing it with me? It's just on middle C. Good. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Very good. So we'll just start to see some more of the eighth notes in our music.
Okay.
Yeah. The other one I wanted to try today. We could certainly try Jingle Bells. I didn't have that one on my list really for today, but
Whatever
we could certainly
you
try.
want.
Let me.
I know Nora said that was one of her goals, is to play
Jingle
Jingle
Bells
Bells by Christmas.
By Christmas. And we'll have it in I was gonna say August. We'll have it in September. Yeah, we can.
In September.
We can wait on that one. I want to flip to the one actually after Ode to Joy. So it's page 25. And the reason 25, and then the song is actually on 26. And the reason is because it's getting you playing a few more of the left hand notes on this one. The piece On Your Toes, it's not a familiar song. It's not even really going to be super tuneful, but I'm just wanting you to practice more of your left hand notes on this one. All right, so on 25, we're seeing some other symbols now. They're rests. So they'll match one of our notes that we have, but in a rest, it's silence in music. So we don't play, but we do have to count through the rest to keep the steady pulse as we move. So the top one is a quarter rest. Excuse me,
That's interesting. So it's a quick note and then a rest as opposed to a long note.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And we'll have that in music. Throughout our piece. Rest in other ensembles, like in choir and in band, that often means another part is playing. So like when you're in a group, right? You know, if you have the flute part or the saxophone part or whatever, you know, if you have rest, that might mean other instruments are playing. But certainly for piano, if one hand is resting, that might mean the other hand, you know, is doing something. This is just helping you to practice, you know, the note, rest, note, rest. It's helping you to just count through your rest. All right, so the first one is a quarter rest. It's one beat, so it matches your quarter note of one count, but the quarter rest is just one beat of silence. It looks like, some people will say, like a little sideways bird flying, maybe like a little mustache. If I'm teaching a kiddo how to draw this, I would say make a Z and then a letter C at the bottom. That's the easiest way to draw it. So it's kind of a Z and then the letter C at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to draw that on your own.
I'm ready to write music.
Yes. All right, the half rest is next. So it sits on the line,
On top of the line.
On top of the line. That line that's underneath it is a part of the music staff. So it's just a little rectangle and it's above it. So it's 2 beats. So you could count rest, or you could say 1, 2, like your half note, but just the silence. And then the last one's the whole rest, and it hangs underneath. It's the little rectangle, but it's below it. I think that's easy to remember because you can kind of think like it's more full. It's fuller, it's heavier because it's 4 beats. So that's why it hangs below the line like that. And so it's 4 beats. All right, so on the exercise here, now it's your turn. It says to play the example below to practice playing with the rest. So I'll play it for you. This is what it would sound like. It'd be rest, 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 1, 2, rest, rest. Okay, does that make sense?
It does.
Got it? Okay, good.
Not
It's
that I
just
can do it, but it makes
now,
sense.
yeah. It's just to not skip over seeing those rests. We've been used to reading, you know, the notes going left to right, so just don't skip over reading the rest now too. You want to try that one with me on the now it's your turn. All right, here we go. Rest, 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 2, rest, rest. Beautiful. And there's a repeat, but we can skip it. Okay, so before you begin, it's at the bottom of the page for your song on 26. Circle the quarter rests in the next piece. So there's a lot of quarter rests. Yeah.
You really got
You
just circle the first
one.
Yeah,
that's perfect. All right. Then it says draw a box around the half rests. So where? Oh, there's couple at the end. Yes, there's only some at the end. So
I didn't even see down below.
And yes.
Well, this kind of gives it away because there's going to be a note in there if it's only a half rest.
That's right. It's the note for your right hand and the note in your left hand.
Whole rest.
And then the whole rest. They don't ask you to do anything for your whole rest on this one. Yeah.
Okay, they did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good. Yeah, no, it's great. And then it says label the first note of each measure with the correct letter name. If you want to do that one,
left
you
hand's
can.
gonna be hard for me. So this is gonna be C. And this is gonna be C.
That in your left hand. That's why we're doing this one, is to start practicing reading some of your left hand notes. Yes. D. Good. Move up.
D.
E. Yes.
E.
F. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that would require me to do that.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Good.
and then
the
here,
bottom line.
this would be,
Uh-huh.
is that G?
That's your G, yes.
Okay.
Good. That's another G. Good. And the last note of the piece is.
Oh, I have to count backwards.
That's okay.
Oh, 1, 2, that's gonna be a C.
It's
huh?
gonna be your base C. Yes, your pinky.
Okay.
Good. That base C is actually the note that I think you can maybe stick in your head like middle C. Like we know middle C has that
Base
small
C is
baby
pinky on the left.
pinky on the left, and it's on space 2. If you could just were to count up from the bottom, it's on space 2. We call those landmark notes, the ones that you can just know 100%, like middle C, base C.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, I will play this one just so you can hear it first, and then we can try it together. All right, so C, rest, 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 rest. My left hand. Rest, 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 rest. Right hand again. Rest. Keep going with the right hand. G, G, G. Left. This one might be a little more. And also, I think because it's nothing like a tune, it's nothing that you
it's just
know.
mechanical
Just
kind of.
that's a perfect way to describe it, mechanical. Why don't you try it?
Did
You
I,
try it on your
and,
own.
I was
Check
trying
your
to
notes.
C, C, D, D, E, and F.
Yes,
Okay.
perfect. I'll let you can do that one on your own if you want to try. There you go. There you go.
C, rest.
Make sure you change also in your right. hand.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Wow, okay, yes, I didn't even
Yeah.
notice that, okay.
My left hand.
I'm gonna keep going, okay?
Yes, you're doing great.
The left hand, G.
Yes, so that's your.
It's not C, G, okay. Opposite of what I was like. I couldn't even switch from left, I was too focused on the left hand.
That's
Okay.
okay.
This is gonna be a lot harder for me, okay. So,
Why don't you start back at 13 and we'll do that like that last line.
okay, and that is, when I don't have them written down, I'm struggling with the
Look,
C,
I'm gonna put you at 5 on that
Okay,
one.
good.
So
Okay,
that's
so I
your,
know it's G.
yes. Left. Middle C. Now left hand.
Oh, God. No, you might be better at this than me.
G. Good. C. Good job.
Oh, that's,
Four.
okay, now.
Yes. So what
That's
let's
hard.
do this at 13. Let's just think of your hands first at 13. So it would be right, 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 rest, left, 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 rest, right, left, left.
Okay,
Okay.
that helps.
That helps? All right,
Yes.
great. So I'm gonna do that one more time at 13. So it's right, 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 left, 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 right, left, left, 2, 3, 4. Now you just
Okay.
even have the sides of your body that you're using now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, gonna try it again. Start from 13. Do that
Okay.
mark.
you ready?
Yes. Left, that was better. That was
Better, yeah,
better.
better. Okay,
Yes.
let's try it one more time.
Do one more time from the top. That's
Okay.
perfect. Beautiful. I was trying not to give you as many
Work on that. but-
cues on that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that one. Great. So I think that's enough for
That'll
yes.
be a good bit of practice required.
Yes. So that's page 26. It's on your toes. Like I said, it's not gonna be a familiar tune or anything, but it's practice.
Getting my fingers, using both hands.
Both hands. That's right. Both hands. And then we'll review Ode to Joy. Just it's for the 8th note rhythm. And then we looked
Okay.
at Twinkle Twinkle on page 16. And then we can review, I think number 5 was maybe one that we wanted to do again. The what's
For
his
next
face?
time.
What's his face?
Yeah.
What's his face?
All
Yes.
right, great.
Good. Do you have any questions?
No, this
Good.
is wonderful. Just sit still,
Yay.
exactly what I need. I want to challenge my
Awesome.
brain, have fun.
That's right.
Okay.
Great.